All right, so I've made over 300 videos. So I've made a video, at least one video every day for the past year straight. I have not missed a day. Sometimes I've made multiple videos, and I also post on TikTok and also two different accounts on TikTok. I've been doing this really consistently for a while, and I just got a question in my comments from Matt Har0. He said, I gotta ask how you're uploading so well. I set a goal at the start of the year to upload 2 times a week, but when I ran out of lessons and books, I just don't feel comfortable yapping about nothing. If I put stuff out there, I want it to be value linked. Am I just taking the easy route? Matt, to sum it up, I'm gonna answer the question of how do you upload so consistently, but I wanna preface this by saying this is not for someone who wants to do this casually. Personally, in my boat, I want my YouTube to eventually take over, and I want to build a personal brand. I want this to be my job. If you're not taking it that serious, then just do whatever you want, upload whenever you want, and keep it really casual. Some good things still can come from that, but in 1,000 parallel universes, I want to have a solid personal brand in 999 of them. Here's what I'm doing. Here's 5 things I'm doing to ensure that it's not luck. First things first, I think the biggest thing is done is always better than perfect. If you're talking about being value linked, but you can provide value in 1 minute. You can put up your phone and talk about something that day that provides value to someone. There's multiple kinds of value. Value does not need to be a week-long filmed video, edited film production style video. No, you can provide value literally through words on a screen. Sending someone a text, if it contains the right words, can portray value. So you don't need hours and hours and hours to portray value. That's the crazy thing. You can put up your phone and talk to it and help someone with a matter of minutes. If you only need a matter of minutes and you can talk about anything that happened in your day, you do not need to be harping over whether it's providing value or not. Just upload. Even if it's not providing value in your mind, upload it regardless. I upload everything. Of course, I'm trying to provide value, but I'm going to upload no matter what. I don't care if I just film the video and I think, this isn't perfect. I'm just going to upload it, because in this game, it's a certain number of uploads and iterations before you get your shot. I'm trying to take as many shots as possible. Of course, I'm going to miss some. You're going to miss a bunch of shots. But if I'm trying to ensure that I'm successful at this in as many alternate realities as possible, I'm going to take as many shots as I possibly can, whether they're good or bad. I don't care. Number 2, remove barriers. This goes back. If you're trying to make a film production for every video, you're not going to be able to crank that out, and that's not going to be fun. What did I do when I first started my videos? I propped it up in my car for a while. Even right now, I'm just sitting here, it's propped up, it's on my phone, I'm not using a camera, and for a while I didn't even edit them. So that got me familiar. It's about building familiarity with just filming and posting. Someone who's never posted anything before is completely unfamiliar, and so something that's really easy seems incredibly difficult simply because they're unfamiliar with it. But in reality, it takes 10 minutes. Film a video, it's 9 minutes long, takes you about a minute to screenshot a thumbnail and then put it on YouTube. That's all you gotta do. Your first 100 videos, no one's gonna watch. Let those be your free iterations in learning. You find the quality in the quantity. Get your first 100 YouTube videos up, no matter what. They can be terrible, I do not care. Get 100 videos up, at least 1 per day, and you'll be on track. But you wanna make it as easy as possible for yourself. When you're starting, 1, nobody's gonna watch, and 2, you need to get to 100 uploads as fast as possible. Put your phone up, film for however long you need to convey your point, and then post it. It does not matter what it looks like. Number 3, you mentioned 2 times a week, which is fine, but I just wanna say, again, if you want this to be your job, 2 times a week is probably not enough. The first reason it's not enough is because it's not enough for you to learn how to be better. I'll post 1, today I'm posting 2 videos, and it's all about iterations. It's not really about doing something for 10,000 hours. It's really about 10,000 iterations because it's a micro lesson. Each video is teaching you something different that cannot be portrayed from person to person. You have to experience these certain things. You have to learn how to title. You have to learn what weird little micro skills there are within this YouTube thing that literally requires iterations. 2 times a week is just not putting you in a position to iterate fast enough. Again, maybe you have one video that pops. That can totally happen. But if we're trying to ensure that we be successful at YouTube in 1,000 universes, then we would do way more than that. And that just comes back to, why are you doing it? If you're doing it to really, really make a substantial shift in your life, then you're gonna wanna do more than 2 a week, especially if it's this style content. Mr. Beast videos, sure, those take a while, bro. He's insane. But that's not the videos that I'm making. I don't wanna make those kinds of videos. I upload every single day, sometimes twice per day. And I also am in sales management. So I run a sales office and I do that for 8 to 10 hours a day. It's not enough. 2 times a week, not enough. If you want it to be your job. That's all I'm saying. Number 4, build yourself around authenticity. If you're always trying to think, oh, this is the next viral video, that's not you. You're putting on a show. In the end, all this stuff is productizing yourself. Productize yourself. Productize yourself. Naval says that all the time. It's productize yourself. That's how you guarantee that you get rich, which is not something that happens quickly. It actually takes a really long time. Joe Rogan is working no harder than he was when he first started his podcast. But now he makes $40 million a year, whereas when he first started, he made $0 on day one. Same amount of work. You're productizing yourself. He is the product in that situation. So what I'm saying is, when you're trying to make videos that maybe you've seen before, or you're trying to make some perfect video, that's not you. Sometimes you got to pull up on YouTube and just say something random that's not related to your niche at all. It doesn't mean everyone's going to watch it. Maybe people will, but it's really just for those people that are sticking around and want to know you. Because if you are doing this for business reasons, people simply want to get to know you. And it's the people that know you that will buy your stuff. And when they know and trust you, they'll stick with you for pretty much the rest of your life. I mean, I remember watching Danny Duncan literally before he had 100K. Like, I was in 5th grade, maybe 6th grade, and I saw him come up and I thought he was hilarious, bro. So incredibly authentic, that guy. Now he can put his face on a t-shirt and sell it to anyone because people love him and they trust him. They know who he is. So stop trying to always put on a show. And I'm not calling you out. I'm calling myself out, really. A lot of these videos are me just yelling at myself from the past. Number 5, go deeper. So you got to zoom in. I made a lot of videos about reading books. And so the more broad you go, the quicker you're going to run out of ideas. I could make videos every day for the entire year on how to read because I zoom in. You got to zoom in on a topic. So it's not how to read. That's incredibly broad. You make that video and then theoretically you're done with reading videos for the year. No, there's millions of ideas. How to read 30 pages per day as a 19-year-old. I don't know. How to read 1 book a week. These are even still pretty broad. You could say, how to not get bored while you're reading. How to choose the right books. 3 books I recommend. Analyzing X book, etc., etc. I could literally just spew off ideas forever on reading. Whereas if you're just thinking too broad, of course you're going to run out of ideas. I can make videos forever on any given topic. Gym, reading, business, sales, YouTube. I could make YouTube videos talking about YouTube for the rest of my YouTube career and never run out of ideas because it's just zooming in far enough because that actually makes your content better. If it's more specific, then more people know, oh, this video is for me, then they click on it and they get more value out of it. If it's too broad, nobody cares. Zoom in more. Go more into the minute details. Let's say, and that's for day-to-day moments as well. Let's say you're going through your day and you're going through somewhat unaware. You can find a lesson within anything. I talk about people cutting me off in traffic, and I use that as a lesson for pretty much everything. If someone cuts me off in traffic, I'm gonna feel a certain emotion, and I have the choice to either react and attach to the emotion or observe it from a third person. I just used something from my day that happens all the time, and I zoomed in far enough to turn it into a lesson and a video. That is the key to providing value. You can make a lesson out of anything if you go deep enough. Most important point to end this off is if you can't do it forever, don't do it for a day. If you can't make high production videos every day, then don't do it at all. Do whatever you can do for the rest of your life. If you can make a 3-minute video every day for the rest of your life, do that today. And chances are, if you do it for long enough, you're gonna expand your familiarity and you're not gonna be afraid of making longer videos more often, higher quality. Cheers.